So the hexatonic scale is definitely worth exploring, and you're going to find that it's actually a little more usable than a major scale in pop music, especially. It's America, man. You can do anything you want, and you'll get a grant for it. I want to do a lesson on hexatonic scales. Really, really important. And, you know, sometimes a major scale can kind of sound hokey, you know. And pentatonic scales, you've worn them out. But there's another one. It's called a hexatonic scale. And it sounds like it's from the devil. But quite simply, it's taking any scale and leaving out one note. And when you do that, it has a certain air to it. It's got a different feel and sound to it. So here's a B flat scale, right? Now, when you look at a scale is actually what is called a tetrachord, which is a whole step, another whole step, and then a half step. That's called a tetrachord. And then it starts another tetrachord a whole step apart. So let's go down to G. Then I go a whole step apart. So you notice that this is the end of a G scale. It's also the start of a D scale. Okay, you hear that? But it's a G scale. All right. So when you listen to a tetrachord, this note wants to go here, right? That's wrong. Now, that is right. A C sharp's wrong. And a C makes it sound, it sounds like now I'm, so if this leading tone note, and the same thing with the 7 going to the root. Okay? When you've got the 4th degree and the leading tone, that makes a dominant chord, which makes it point towards tonality. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave off the 4th tone. So listen to it against, here's an A chord. It doesn't, it's more of a lick. It doesn't have that. That particular note makes it want to go somewhere else. So if we eliminate it, do you hear it? Hexatonic, that's a major scale. Now, let me show you a little. If you try this fingering, okay, I have a lesson on this, and we just posted it. Here's a couple different fingerings you could do. Yeah, you can work on that. But here's a lick. Let me do it in A so I can have this chord ring out. I can't transpose. Okay, this guitar has got sustained for days. So anyway, again, hexatonic major. Now let's do Dorian hexatonic. You get some nice sounds with that. Here's A minor. So I'm going to do a Dorian mode, which is a G scale starting on A. There's the scale. But I'm going to take off the 4th degree. Take off the 4th one. Doesn't that sound cool? Now here's a Dorian hexatonic lick. Oh, sorry. I did it wrong. Sorry. Now here's a D9. So here's a Mixolydian mode. But I'm going to take off the 4th degree of the Mixolydian mode, which would be the note G. Here's a lick. All right, that's enough. So the hexatonic scale is definitely worth exploring, and you're going to find that it's actually a little more usable than a major scale in pop music especially. So think about it. Go get that lesson. We go over it in great detail, and I think I think it'll change your playing. It'll help you a lot.
Sean asked, so can you remove the 4th from any mode?
Sure. It's America, man. You can do anything you want, and you'll get a grant for it. So, yeah. The 4th degree. Now, sometimes some other note might need to be removed, like in that minor one. Okay, removing the 4th. Now, what if I remove that? Remove the 7th. Well, that's the song. It doesn't sound as good. Yeah, start with just removing the 4th. Basically, it just means a 6-note scale, depending on what you want to remove. But generally speaking, you remove the 4th.
So Roland said, I took a music theory class in high school, learned so much in that one class, we never discussed hexatonic.
Yeah, well, it's probably it's a jazz thing, or It's a way of labeling a sound. That's what music theory is right? Is definition of sound. So, no, it's not your straight up music theory.
And then Mac said, isn't it more important to learn arpeggios than scales?
No. You want to learn both. You gotta be fluid in both.
He said, the scale is the name of the game, but the arpeggios are the home runs.
Well, if you want to take that thinking out a step further, it's the phrase is king, right? So the scale is the source. The arpeggio actually becomes the source as well. But it's the phrase that uses scales and arpeggios that's king. It also uses chromatics, and it uses chords, playing over chords that aren't being playing, outlining chords out of the key that create some of these really cool lines. So yeah, it's all of the above, but what is king is the phrase. So again, the scale is the source. The arpeggio is just a piece of the source divided up, right? So you got to know both. And then, but really the phrase, learning licks, learning complete solos, that is what is king. Hi, Rich here again. I just wanted to say thanks for checking out my videos. If you like it, hit the thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and sign up for those notifications so you can see all the cool guitar videos we put out each week. If you want more lessons right now, I have hundreds of them at guitarcollegelibrary.com. Check out our low-price monthly streaming memberships. And if you want to learn jazz, check out my course, Jazz Guitar Improv. I take beginner jazz players and get them playing awesome solos on the fly. You'll see the link for the JGI course in the description below. Hey, thanks again for watching my channel. We'll see you again real soon with a new video.